Hello, children, welcome back. Let's talk about grammar today. The topic for today is degrees of comparison. Now, what is degrees of comparison? We have three degrees of comparison: positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. And today we are going to focus on comparison of adjectives. Now, look here: positive, young; comparative, we add er, it will become younger, and superlative, we add est, it will become youngest. So try to do big. So big will become bigger and then biggest. So you add double G here. Comparison of adjectives. Now it is extremely easy to convert singular or single adjectives from positive to comparative and then to superlative. But what if you have to convert or transform in sentences? Then what will you do? But before we go with this, let's look at adjectives in the three degrees. Now, let's look at the chart here. Adjectives are compared in 3 degrees. Positive, long. If your adjective has one sound or one syllable sound, add er to the comparative and est to the superlative. So long, longer, the longest. In superlative degrees, we always use the definite article. The longest, the nicest, the hottest. Now look at number 2. Happy. If your adjective is ending with y, then change the y into I and add er to the comparative and est to the superlative. So happy, happier, the happiest. If your adjective is ending in two or more than two sounds or syllable sounds like beautiful, add more or less to the comparative, more beautiful or less beautiful, and to the superlative, the most or least, the most beautiful or the least beautiful. Now, in the previous adjectives, we have seen that the base word remains same from positive to comparative and then to superlative. But there are some adjectives that are called irregular adjectives. When you compare them, they change in all the forms. Like in the positive, good or well will be converted to better or the best in the superlative degree. Bad, worse or the worst. Much or many, maybe more or the most. Little, less, the least, and so on. Comparison of adjectives in sentences is done in 3 levels or 3 ways. Now look at number 1. Akbar is the greatest Mughal emperor. Now where is the adjective here? Greatest. Okay. And it is in the superlative degree. We know it is in the superlative degree. As usual, we know that the definite article da should always be placed before any superlative in adjectives in superlative degree. Now, if you want to convert greatest to comparative degree to greater, this is the pattern. So Akbar is greater than any other Mughal emperor. The meaning here is that Akbar is the greatest Mughal emperor. That means in positive it should be no other Mughal emperor is as or so great as Akbar. So it is in the positive degree. This is the first pattern or the first way to convert from positive or superlative to positive or positive to comparative and vice versa. Now you can try this. Australia is the smallest island in the same pattern. Always remember the meaning is same. The tense will remain same in all the sentences. We are not converting or transforming the tense. Only we are converting the adjectives here. And the meaning also should be same. Here also in the sentence, Akbar is the greatest Mughal emperor. The meaning in the second sentence is also the same. Akbar is greater than any other Mughal emperor. No other Mughal emperor is as great as Akbar. So in all the 3 sentences, the meaning is this, that Akbar is regarded to be a great Mughal emperor and he is the greatest. So, but only we have used a pattern here than any or no other in the positive. So just keep in mind while doing this one. Okay. Now look at number 2, pattern number 2. Babur is one of the greatest Mughal emperors. Now this one is in the superlative degree. Now you have to convert into comparative, then the pattern is Babur is greater than most other Mughal emperors. So we're adding most other than, not any other like the previous one. So the third one is in the positive degree. Very few Mughal emperors are as great as Babur. Now in both the patterns you have seen that one of the nouns is compared to many more than two other nouns. He's compared to all the Mughal emperors. So he's not the greatest Mughal emperor, but the meaning is that he's one of the greatest Mughal emperor. So there are many great Mughal emperors. He's also one of them. So the meaning remains same here. So Babur is greater than most other Mughal emperors. Okay, and very few Mughal emperors are as great as Babur. So you have to understand the meaning remains same, tense will remain same. It is present tense everywhere. You can see using are here because this is plural subject, so plural verb. You can try this. Martin is one of the tallest boys in the class. Okay, you can try this in the same pattern. You can see it once again. See this pattern. Yes, you can follow this one with the same pattern. Next one. So let's look at the final pattern. Ronald is taller than his brother. So taller is in the comparative degree. Now in this pattern, you compare between two things, Ronald and his brother. So we cannot have superlative degree here. Either we have positive and comparative, only both of them. Now the meaning here is Ronald is taller than his brother. So it's comparative, you want to turn it to positive. So his brother is none other than Ronald's brother is, turn it into negative, not as tall as him. So the meaning is same, and remember the tense also should remain same, only is that you convert it into the negative pattern. Okay. So another example, the pen is mightier than the sword. Now we are comparing between the pen and the sword. So will have no superlative degree here, only comparative and positive. So if you want to convert it into positive, we'll bring the sword to the beginning. The sword is not as mighty as the pen, and again the negative form. So the tense is same. You can try these. Jim's car is faster than mine. So comparison between Jim's car and your car. Okay. So this is all for today. So bye. See you in the next class.